What's my cue?
Hey bestie, it's Katie Wasserman. I am a mom, an esthetician, the owner of Flagstaff Skincare Med Spa, and Prickly Bear Skincare, a post-hair removal line. I started Beauty Talk Confessions because honestly, I got tired of how fake the beauty industry can feel. The conversations that happen between wax strips, peels, and facials that no one ever talks about publicly, we are gonna go there. So grab your coffee, get comfy, and let's peel back the layers, one confession at a time. Welcome to Beauty Talk Confessions, where the secrets come out and the glow gets real. Welcome back to Beauty Talk Confessions. I'm Katie Wasserman, and today we're going to be talking about how to keep your books steady during the slower seasons and how to build a book filled with loyal clientele so that you're steady all year round. So I think this is a really important time to talk about this subject because we are heading into the summer, and summer seasons notoriously are a little bit slower in the beauty industry. And for me personally, I am actually I came off of an extended maternity leave. My baby is now a year and a half, but for the past year and a few months, I've only been working very minimal 2 to 3 hours, 1 or 2 days a week. And my baby's now in some daycare, so I have a little bit more free time, and I needed to focus back on my business. And I, within less than a few weeks, was able to completely fill my schedule 5 days a week. And I am now booked out a few weeks in advance, and it is June where I am. And when you're listening to this, it's going to be probably mid-June. I'm recording this beginning of June right now. And summertime, it's a hard time for the spa industry. It's a time where, depending on if you are focusing more on facials traditionally tend to slow down. You're not able to do those more intense treatments because we have to be a little bit more cautious about sun exposure. People are going on vacation. And so summer is an interesting time in the beauty industry. And I find that what I see on the internet is this is a time that people are just throwing deals all around. And I have to be honest, I was guilty of this when I first came in business. I'm in Northern Arizona. I'm in a college town. And when I first opened my business, there was only a few other spas in town. And now there's a spa on every corner. I mean, I feel like the beauty industry in the last 7 years has just filled up, and it's thriving. And in some say it's saturating, but I think that there's finally a place for us in people's lives. I think COVID really defined that taking care of yourself and putting yourself first, doing facials, getting waxes, having these treatments and taking the time for yourself will allow you to excel in other areas because you're nurturing yourself more. And so I find that, like I said, summertime is a little bit hard just because for me, I had to redefine my focus. At my spa, we focus on hair removal, and we also focus on treatments that are transformative. So we result-driven treatments. Most of our treatments are going to give you a result within 1 to 2 treatments. You are going to see a difference. And I do have some traditional facials, but I am using products that are very active during the treatments where clients are seeing a result right away. During the summertime, I'm mixing my products a little bit differently. I'm focusing on giving people hydration, but also an effective treatment. Now, during this time, a few things that you can do as a business owner so that you can ensure that you're staying busy is look at your products that you have if you are a facialist and see what you can create that would benefit someone in the summer to maintain what they are working on, and maybe do a summer deal that this is a special facial. And so price that at a point where you are still at that deal and that discount going to be making your money back, and it's not going to feel like you are just giving this service away. And one thing that I bounced back, and so like I was saying, I've been guilty before of jumping on the trend of doing specials every single month. And that's something I got away from doing almost 2 years ago with my business. And I still do specials when I introduce a product line. But for me, I actually offer discounts when people do series of treatments. And the reason why I shifted from doing specials every single month and discounted highlighted services is I found where I was, people started knowing that reputation for me and that was something that my business did. And so they would actually wait for the specials, and they would be missing a few months of treatments because they wanted to save a buck, where we can have them save money if they are on a membership program or they are pre-purchasing packages, so that we are effectively giving them treatments in a timeline that they are going to see results. But we also are keeping ourselves busy and noting that for the busy season. So that has really, really helped me personally as I've come off on my maternity leave to build my books up. There is a few ways that you can keep steady and you can keep busy, and definitely focusing on treatment plans is going to be one main focus. Another thing in the summer is creating a referral program. If you have a staff and you have a team that you own or you work with, it is amazing to offer bring a friend deal. So if one of your clients has friends that are visiting, if they come in, both of them will get 10% off their service. I find that really excels here in my town because I have created those connections with my clients, and they have friends that are like them that are going to come and have a great experience and enjoy coming and seeing me at my spa. So that has been one great option. I also love going around and handing out little discount cards. Something that I found where I am is doing 10% off your first service or $10 off your first service has to be paired with a service above $50. They can't come in and get a lip wax at $15 and only pay that. So I am trying to incentivize them to come in and get a treatment that they're going to pay more, make it worth my time, but also a treatment that they possibly are going to experience and want to come in again. And so I love doing that. Also during the summer, I'm very particular and very aware of rebooking. So I make sure that at the end of every service, I am rebooking my clients. I like to book clients out 1 to 2 months in advance if I can in the summer, and letting them know that we can change this. Most people that are going to be coming to you are going to be having trips scheduled in the summer. And so I like to look at their trips and try to get them on a schedule where we can get them in the best timeline, and I can see them as much as possible so that they feel good when they're going on their trip, but they're also not skimping out and missing their appointments because it's summer and they forget life is busy. They're on these trips, and then all of a sudden they shave and they're not able to come in and get waxed, or they're on these trips and all of a sudden they are going and getting a facial somewhere else because they didn't decide to do that before their trip. So those for summertime and getting yourself busy, on top of just creating that customer experience, will create a loyal clientele for you. So if you guys are struggling right now, make sure that you listen to this, download it, replay it, and show up for yourself. I can't wait to see you put yourself first and what you're able to create. But this is a time to put yourself out there. This is a time to go around town and market yourself a little bit more. Create a little bit more connection around the community that you are involved in, and you will definitely see your numbers rising. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. If you found this episode valuable, please share this with your friends. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me at pricklybear@gmail.com. I love to see all your guys' questions, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for being a part of this space and for listening to today's episode of Beauty Talk Confessions. I wanted to take a moment and recognize our amazing sponsors, Prickly Bear, a desert-curated post-hair removal skincare line with pre- and post-care products created to support healthy skin beyond the treatment room, launching this summer. If this conversation resonated with you, make sure to follow the show and share it with someone in the beauty industry. Staying connected is how we grow, learn, and support each other. You can also follow us on Instagram at Beauty Talk Confessions and Prickly Bear for updates, behind the scenes, and more conversations like this. And if you have a moment, leaving a review helps this podcast reach more people who need this conversation too, and it would mean the world to me. This is Beauty Talk Confessions, and I'll see you next week.